Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing a Hot Toys Star Wars figure. This is one of their latest figures, the exclusive Snowtrooper Commander, which I believe there were only 3,000 of these actually made, sadly. So if you didn't pre-order him right away, then he is going to be very challenging to get on eBay or anywhere else. The prices are going to be very high. So with that said, let's jump right into the review. In particular, I really like this box. It's very stunning. I love the picture here of the commander, and then I really like this banner up front with like the dark blue coloring. It's really nice. So great looking box. It just came out 2025. Okay, inside we've got this awesome poster here of the Snowtrooper Commander. Very cool. And here's the actual figure. So let's take him out. Now, sadly, I don't have the previous release of just the regular Snowtrooper infantry. Um, I know that one's very expensive to get a hold of nowadays, but thankfully, yeah, I got this guy. And here he is. And he is incredible. I love how sleek he looks and how clean. I have seen some complaints that he's not dirty enough and his armor is too clean, but personally, I really like the clean, polished look. I mean, he's a commander. He's not really fighting, so he's not going to get as dirty. In fact, I think one of the only scene you actually see this guy in Empire Strikes Back was when he was up uh, in the walker. So these guys probably weren't on the ground very often, so that's why his armor is all clean. So I personally really like that. Yeah, very shiny. Looks awesome. All right, so that's the figure you're getting. As for contents in the box, we've got a lot of interchangeable hands. We've got, here's his blaster rifle. Looks good. And then he also comes with this pistol, which is a nice accessory. Looks like Han Solo's pistol, actually. But that's a great accessory for him. Okay, so not really much else here in the box. He does come with this thermal detonator that you can put on his belt. And then here's his base plate, which I really like. I don't have any like this. We've got the snow, nicely textured. It looks great. Really like it. So, all right, guys. Well, that's the contents of the box. Let's put the figure together now. All right. Well, this figure is very easy to assemble. All you have to do is equip him with his weapons and put on his thermal detonator here, and you're good to go. So very easy assembly. But man, overall, this figure is really, really awesome. He looks so intimidating. I love him. Now, I have to say, I feel like snowtroopers in general are very underrated and kind of forgotten about at times. And I'm including myself in that because, at least for me personally, I feel like I kind of forget about these guys and how awesome they really are and tend to focus on the clones and stormtroopers and scout troopers. And then the snowtroopers kind of get forgotten. I mean, you only see them one time in The Empire Strikes Back, and then that's it. So maybe that's the reason. But wow, I kind of forgot how awesome snowtroopers are. I've never really had like a good figure of a snowtrooper. This is my first one, and I'm really blown away with just how awesome he looks, how intimidating and sleek his armor is. He looks so good. So I gave him this particular hand here that's kind of like a commanding hand. He's giving some kind of order to one of his men. Oh, and his hand just fell off. So this makes for a pretty good pose. Got him holding his rifle there. Looks great. And then over here, they give you a holster here for his extra pistol, which is really nice. No, I absolutely love his helmet. It's slightly different from the standard Snowtrooper infantry. In fact, I think on the standard infantry, uh, this part here is actual like cloth or whatever, but whereas with the commander, it's a hard plastic material. And then I know you can't really see very well, but his goggles are green tinted, which is very cool. You can't quite see it here on the camera, but there is a green tint to the lenses, which is a great detail. Yeah, and overall, I love his helmet. Looks great, as well as his armor. Once again, I love how sleek and shiny his armor is, how polished. I'm really happy they didn't put any dirt on it, personally. There his shoulder pauldrons. Those look great. And then there's a look at the back. Now his coat and his skirt are like a flocked material, which is really nice. Feels like good quality. Looks very warm. And then here are his pants, which are a smooth material. And it looks like over here, I'm trying to figure out what this is. I think this is like a comm link or something on his uh on this cuff link. I think that's what that's supposed to be. And he's also got these gauntlets here, which are very nice. And then here are the boots, which are pretty nice. Now they did put some dirt on the boots. Not too much, but a little bit to show that he has been walking around in mud and dirt. So that's a nice added detail. All right, guys. Well, I think that's everything to show for this figure. He's very simplistic. He doesn't really come with a whole lot, but man, is he incredible. I love how he looks. He's a little stiff as far as articulation goes. It's pretty good, but he's kind of limited, especially with this big helmet. He can't quite turn his head very well, and his torso. He's a little stiff, but overall, this figure is really really cool. I'm so glad I was able to get him in time. Yeah, my first Snowtrooper figure, and I'm really impressed. I would absolutely love to get the other Snowtrooper infantry guy that came out, I think, several years ago before I was collecting Hot Toys, so I did miss that one. But hopefully one day I can get that Snowtrooper figure and have these two together side by side. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will be showing him on display on his stand, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time.